Okay, I'm joined here with two vibrant youths from Zimbabwe United Nations Association, and we are going to discuss FFD, funding for development. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you some few questions. What do you understand in relation to FFD3?
Okay, before we say much about what we understand, we have to know much about the concept of the financing for development. As you know that we used to have those 8 Millennium Development Goals that are going to expire this year. And for next year, 2016 up to 2030, there have been some discussions and suggestions that we have to take up the Sustainable Development Goals that are going to be there for the next 15 years again. So in this case, Finance for Development, that is FFD3, it is a framework that has been put in place in order to fund those Sustainable Development Goals.
Okay. Yes. Okay, well, so yeah, Miss
Klanganan.
Okay. Okay, and the gentleman joining you is Mr.
Mashiro.
And I'm Nyasa Shwariwa. Okay, why funding for SDGs right now?
Okay, the main reason why there has been this issue or this framework, the FFG, is that if you look at the Millennium Development Goals, not all nations were able to accomplish them. And the main reason behind it was because there was not even a framework that was put in place in order to finance those Millennium Development Goals. Now we are saying there has to be at least a framework that has to fund the Sustainable Development Goals in order for them to be implemented, for them to be holistic. Yes.
Okay. I understand Zimbabwe United Nations Association is a CSO. And what's the role of the youth, your youth, as civil society and the government towards achieving the SDGs?
Okay, first of all, I would like to applaud the role of Zuna, that Zuna is engaged the youth, especially in this participatory process of achieving these sustainable development goals. Now you see, the declaration of the Millennium Development Goals in 2000 did not involve the youth. There was no consultative processes that we actually transferred to incorporate the youth. Now Zimbabwe United Nations Association has actually taken a lead role by initiating, a youth to represent Zuna in general and in particular Zimbabwe as a whole. Now the involvement of the youth was actually a major blow to achieve the MDGs. Now involving the youth in this process actually shows that Zimbabwe is actually watching and it wants to be involved in this international cooperation.
Okay. I understand you do have a youth delegate who is gone to the FFD conference happening in Ethiopia at Addis Ababa as we speak right now. Can you elaborate on that?
Okay. As Zuna, we managed to send a delegate to Ethiopia for FFD3. The reason behind it is there has been a draft document that has been put in place by civil society organizations.
Yes.
So, as Zuna, we are part of the CSOs, so she will be among the delegates in order to edit the document first before the actual presentation of the document to the member states on Monday. So the process is actually a big process. So from tomorrow, that is Saturday and Sunday, they'll be working on the document, and then from Monday onwards, they'll be presenting that document to member states for them to be able to know what measures should they take in order to adopt the FFG.
Okay, yes. That sounds very interesting, and I'm inspired as a youth to see that there are youth of your age who are involved in matters of such high caliber. ensure the achievement of the Sustainable Development Goals. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.